All right, my friends, this is Donnie, and Sandra and I are at Lake Norman State Park, and we are at Site 43. Site 43. Now, all the other times that we've been here, we've always stayed in 44, and that was our favorite spot. But I'm telling you right now, this one here is nice, very nice. This is full hookup, and we've done reviews on this one before, but as I usually do, that even though we might come to a location many times, I will always do a review on the site that we're at. And so this one here is very nice, very nice. Now we're 25 feet long. 25 feet long. Actually, if you want to be technical, 24 feet 10 inches, and so 2 inches from 25 feet. So, and that's bumper to bumper. That's bumper to bumper. And so the ladder comes in just a little bit. The bumper comes out just a hair. And so we're not a very large rig at all. But you could put two of us and then possibly another one in here. So that's a very long site here. Very nice, very well kept. I would say out of all the campgrounds that we've been at that are considered camping, I'm talking the camping experience where we hang out at the camper and we do a lot of cooking with the fire and all that. I'm going to say this one here, Lake Norman, is our favorite spot to come to. We like to walk the trails. This is our quiet spot. This is our really our happy place when it comes to the camping. Now, there's a lot of campgrounds that we've been to that are very well kept and are very nice, but when it comes to just peace and quiet and literally just being out with the lake and stuff like that, this is it. This is it. And so now there's deer. A lot of times we'll see deer walking across. Now on this site here, we actually had deer walk behind us as we were at the campsite. They literally walked. They walked between us and the camper. They walked right behind us at the fire ring, and so that was the coolest thing. It was at nighttime, and but the deer out here have so used to people. It's not uncommon to see them walk right in front of you and onto a site. And so this place is just fantastic. Now, real quick before I tell you about something that's going to happen out here, this is the site here. You got kind of a gravel sandy mix here. Very nice fire ring and picnic table. And this is full hookup 30 and 50 amp. And so water, electric, and sewer. And so the water pressure is excellent. Is absolutely excellent out here. Now, what's going on out here this week is that they're having a control burn. They're having a control burn. Now, if those of you that remember or have been following us recently know that we were at Carolina Beach State Park and everybody had to leave the park by a certain day because they was doing a control burn at the campground. And so everybody had to leave, and we did a walkthrough. There was only one camper and the camp host and us, and that was it. That campground was almost completely empty, something you will not see unless they're doing something like that. And so we took advantage of it and walked around. So if you haven't seen that, you can take a look at the I think it's Carolina Beach State Park Campground walkthrough, part 2 or something like that. And but this one here, they're having a control burn, but it's going to be near the campground. And so they told us that we're not in any danger of fire or anything like that, but we're going to see some smoke. And they emailed me today. And within about 30 minutes before we left the house. And so I called them up, and they said that, hey, if you get down here and the smoke is a little bit too much for you, just let us know. We'll either refund you all your money or we'll let you stay another time. And so at no additional cost, so, pretty good deal. And so I figured, hey, why not? I said, I've never seen a control burn before. And so they actually invited us to come and actually watch them do it. And so we're planning on doing that. And so the young lady that I spoke with, she said that I guess she's one of the certified people that can do it. And so she's actually going to be a part of the control burn, the group that's going to do it. Okay, for those of you that are not sure what a control burn is, we saw an area that they had already done a control burn in, and so I'm just going to go ahead and show you. And so this is just before you get to the campground, and so I'm not sure when they done this, but it was somewhat recent. I can still smell the char, but right here, if you can see all this area here, you can see that where they burned a portion of the ground. Well, the most of the ground there has been burned, but they burned the shrubbery and stuff like that. And it's from what I understand, it's really good for the ground. It's definitely good for the trees and plant life. It helps keep brush back, so if there was a fire, it helps keep it contained better so it don't get out of hand. And but it's real good for the soil from what I understand. And at Carolina Beach State Park, they were telling me that it's also good for allowing plant life that may be smaller than just say the bigger stuff. And so it kind of burns away the stuff that would keep light from getting to the plant life, the smaller stuff, so that would give it a chance to grow. But all down through here, you can see where they done the control burn. And I'm not sure how far back they went, and but they did a pretty good sized area here. And now this other area that they're doing, for supposed to be starting tomorrow, is going to be, it's a different area. And so we asked them were the trails going to be shut down, and they said no. They said no, the trails would not be shut down, but we would see, it just depends on weather, wind, and stuff like that, that we may see a significant amount of smoke in the campground area. And so but it's just a unique thing. I've heard of this before. Sometimes when I go on hiking trails or I go backpacking, I'll see where they've done control burns before in other areas. And excuse me, but I can see way off in here, way out in here, way out there, they done a pretty good size area. But this is what a control burn is. This is what they're going to be doing in another area of this park. And so, but any rate, hopefully we can be able to show you that they did invite us to watch them do it. The young lady that I spoke with, she said that she was part of the group. I guess you have to be certified to do that. And but she said she's certified and she's going to be a part of the group that's going to do it. And they said they do welcome the visitors to be able to watch them do that. So hopefully we can get some good videos of them doing that, and you guys will be able to learn something, and as we will too.